Hello and welcome to glennzb TV for Tuesday, the show that puts glennzb into your virtual headset. Yes, I'm bringing New Zealand to the world, and the world to New Zealand. And so apparently the Bebo Russell, Richard Russell, the guy who stole the plane and did loop-de-loops and barrel rolls and then crashed it and killed himself. Apparently, we've got some recordings from the flight recorder now, and when people were saying, "Hey, how is it that you seem to know how to fly a plane when you don't have your pilot's license?" He's played some video games, and I too have played some video games. Probably the game I spent more time playing than any other game is Tomb Raider 2 on the PlayStation. I don't know why I never played Tomb Raider 1. So, yeah, obviously that didn't really train me to fly planes, but I do know how to fall from a great height and then go, ooh, when I hit the ground. And then if it was too great a height, you would die. If it wasn't too far, it would be alright. And then you'd have to start again. But to be perfectly honest with you, most of the time, I just would be looking at, because you sort of go in there and you kill everybody in the room, and then you've got to find your way to the next room, and you just end up trying to find a secret switch or something. And I got sick of it after a while, because you just get to these places where you didn't want to cheat, and you didn't want to look it up on the internet, but eventually you'd have to, because you just couldn't, you're just stuck in a room. It was a funny sort of a game. Got a bit off topic there. Certainly, Jeremy Corbyn, he's got himself into trouble. So the anti-Semitism thing, apparently the compelling proof that he is not a fan of Jewish people now is because he laid a wreath of flowers at that's him there. And he said that he didn't take part in the ceremony, but he was there. But he's holding the wreath. So, but anyway, it's a racist wreath, apparently, because he's there with a bunch of Palestinian people, not Jewish people. And he's saying sorry that... It's very confusing. I mean, I also have given flowers to people, but I've never really thought it through and thought, am I being xenophobic? Am I being anti-Semitic? Am I being racist by giving these people these flowers? I should think that through. We've got killer whale / orca news. Do you remember when they weren't called orcas and they were just called killer whales? Anyway, because apparently this one here, that's dead. That's a baby one, but that one's been sort of just floating around with it for a couple of weeks, dragging the corpse of its dead baby around with it. And you want to say, is that normal behaviour? And apparently it's relatively normal for killer whales to do that. Sorry, orcas. So that's disgusting, and really, I think we should stop trying to save them now. Like the panda bears, as I've explained before, panda bears routinely absorb their own young back into their bodies before they're born. So that's disgusting. And they smell terrible. That must smell terrible after a couple of weeks. So, yeah, let's not bother about the pandas. Let's not any more resources into the killer whales / orcas. Finally, in Christchurch, what's happening with the rebuild? Well, we've got this persistent midge problem. We've got a Christchurch resident plagued by midges, and she says that sometimes she's reduced to tears over the summer. The City Council's released a $300,000 strategy targeting the Bromley wastewater treatment plant midges. There's all these midges around the wastewater treatment plant. They're going to physically disturb the channel beds of larvae and planting vegetation. Unfortunately, the resident Janet Prophet feels like they're fighting a losing battle and she's had enough. She's keeping doors and windows shut and not being able to go outside for a barbecue because of midges everywhere. That's not living, it's just existing. She's probably right. Really, this is the insect. This is where it starts. It all starts in Christchurch at the wastewater plant, and this is what's coming for us. I mean, that's admittedly they're much smaller. That's quite a close-up photo right there. That there. That's closer upper than you normally see them. But you don't want a lot of those anywhere near you, do you? Really? So you can see what she's complaining about. That is annoying for the barbecue. I wonder if she tried citronella candles. So if you're watching, Janet, give those a try. I'm Glenn ZB. Thank you so much for having me in your virtual headset. See you back here again tomorrow for more.